The Bessborough Court Hotel is the only place both Gavin West and Paul Atkins have in common.
Have you spoken to anyone down there?
Yeah, well, I've spoken to the head of security, and he's organising for us to look at the employment records and duty rosters.
They employ 110 full-time staff plus 60 part-time staff.
But they can't all have direct access to their guests, can they?
No, Gavin, not all of them can go out during working hours and collect the money.
So how many possible suspects are we talking about?
We were hoping to get it down to double figures.
99. Well, if you make a start this evening, you might be finished by Christmas.
Honey, I've been waiting for you. How are you?
I'm all right. Well, not really. How are you?
You heard?
Yeah, did the DPS give you a hard time?
Not particularly, considering.
MIT gave me a right grilling.
Yeah, because you're abducted.
Well, that's the story. I had to go with Scott Yvonne. I just couldn't believe he was guilty. I wanted it to be some dreadful mistake. But I had to go with him and buy time, hear him out. You understand that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not a bad man, not deep down. But there's no getting away from what he did. It's just so hard to suddenly stop loving somebody. That sounds stupid.
No, it doesn't sound stupid at all. Look, can you wait around a bit? Maybe we can go to the canteen, get some coffee, have a proper chat.
Oh, not today, everyone. I just want to get out of this place. Look, give me a ring and we'll meet up in a few days, okay?
Right.
Oh, not now.
What's important?
Oh, just go and wait a minute. Just go on. I've just had a call from DCI Longford.
Mom?
I told you to be prepared for that interview. I told you to be absolutely sure about what you were saying. And what did you do? You failed to mention that you had a run-in with Lee Thomas earlier in the day.
What? The cemetery. Well, there was no need to. They only asked me questions about what happened at the scene.
And you didn't think that was relevant?
No, Mom.
Oh, somebody did. All you had to do was give them the full facts. Now they're wondering what else you've overlooked. Well done.
Have you stitched me up with the DPS? But you told them about the cemetery.
It got mentioned.
So now they think that I lied?
Oh, I don't think it's as bad.
Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you very much.
Yvonne.
You what?
No, Mom. I'm sorry.
Well, this explains your reluctance to submit your officer safety report and speak to CID, doesn't it?
It was not deliberate, Mom.
Well, I'm fed up with hearing that. It's not deliberate. It's not my fault. The dog ate my homework.
Amber asked me if the guy had a knife. And I said maybe, but before I could stop her, she put it out over the radio.
What, and you'd lost the power of speech? You couldn't get on the radio to correct the mistake?
I'd already screwed up once that day, Mom. I didn't want people thinking I was a complete prat.
When that's exactly what you are.
I just thought if I played it down, it would go away.
Well, where to? Never Neverland?
It just sort of snowballed, Mom.
And then what? You think you can stroll in here and apologise and what Auntie Jean is going to say? Never mind, Dan, we all make mistakes. You're not a child, PC Casper. You're supposed to be a grown-up man doing a grown-up job. And if you can't do it, you better get out of here.
It won't happen again, Mom.
No, you're absolutely right it won't happen again, because if it does, it won't be me you're apologising to. It'll be some blooming magistrate. Now get out of here.
Hi. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Like, if you're busy.
It's all right.
Just wanted some company, you know. So, have you heard how Lee Thomas is doing?
Serious but stable, I think.
What are his chances?
I don't know, Yvonne. I'm not a neurologist.
They must have said something. Is it that bad?
What they said, Yvonne, and I quote, was, since when have the police been issued with sledgehammers?
You know I'd never injure somebody deliberately.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want a coffee?
No, let's go this way.
What's wrong?
Someone you shouldn't meet. Lee Thomas's mother.
Sarge, it's got to be someone who interacts with the guests, so we can rule out all this kitchen staff, maintenance, and Rebecca Bishop.
Yeah, all right, it's probably not her. All right, what do you do when you come into a hotel like this? You come in the door, you check in, they take your name and address.
But different reception staff was working on the days our victim stayed here.
You ask them whether you can get an early morning alarm call, maybe a newspaper. They take your bags up to your room, you tip them, close the door, and then maybe you come down later for dinner. Probably room service.
Room service could be the link.
Or maybe you get some laundry clean.
It could be someone who goes into the rooms who gets a chance to go through their things.
Or it could be somebody who makes a point of knowing every guest who comes into this hotel and leaves it. Come on, mate.
Where are we going?
I think I might have just found a needle in the haystack.
I have to take this. Wait for me.
All right. Mrs. Thomas, I just wanted to say how sorry I am about your son.
And what's it got to do with you?
I'm P.C. Hemingway. It was me who was trying to arrest him.
But it was you who hit him.
Mrs. Thomas.
And what are you doing here now? Come to gloat, have you?
It's not like that.
Come to finish the job. My boy in a coma. Connected up to all kinds of machines. Tubes going in and out.
I know.
And you've got
sorry.
the gall to come up to me and introduce yourself.
Look, if you just let me try and explain.
Do you think I'm interested in anything you've got to say? You don't care about me. You don't care about my son. All you care about is yourself.
Look, if you just hear me
You
out.
beat people up every day and get away with it. But you hit Miley that little bit too hard. And now you're scared that you're going to be in trouble.
Look, you just let me speak.
Yvonne!
Sorry.
Miss Thomas.
So they won't be able to do the dry cleaning on site, so they must have to contract it out. He must take a nice stroll through Luther Gardens to drop off and pick up every day. This is too easy. You looking for something, mate? You're nicked. This way, please. I'm now showing Mr. Carter Exhibit SS3, small black notebook. This is your notebook, isn't it, Mr. Carter?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Can you tell us what's written in it?
The names of people who've been guests at the hotel.
Now, can you also tell us why their names are written in here?
Well, it helps me remember them. A good doorman makes his business to know his guests.
It's not just their names that you write in here, though, is it?
No, I include their addresses as well.
Any particular reason why?
Call me thorough.
You seem to annotate each entry. For example, next to the name of Mr. Paul Atkins, you've written the word wife. Next to the name of Mr. Gavin West, you've written the word boss.
Like I say, it helps me remember them.
Several names here have the word drugs next to them. Rent boy, con man.
Yeah, you must be making a fortune.
Don't follow you.
Look, this is up to you, Mr. Carter. Now, you can either sit in the cell while we go through that book and contact everyone. We'll go through your bank statements and we'll search your house, which could take a considerable amount of time. Or you could just admit it and have done with it.
Either way, the end result is going to be the same.